everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's Wednesday, so it is my Wednesday weight update. So it's my end of my fifth week with Jenny Craig, and there isn't a whole lot to report this week. I'm going to try and be really quick anyway because my neighbours are having some kind of building work done, and sporadically there's a lot of drilling going on. So if that does happen and you can hear it, apologies. I can't do anything about it and I have to film. Otherwise, this video is not going to get up on time. So this week, what did we have? We had Easter. I had a tiny, tiny little slither of chocolate cake, which really was like about that big, little tiny triangular slice. So that was my bad thing. I didn't have any Easter eggs. I have a rabbit and 2 large packets of Cadbury's cream eggs, which I haven't touched. So I think there's actually 6 in each, so I've got 12 Cadbury's cream eggs. So I haven't had any of them yet. I really, really want a Cadbury's cream egg, but if I'm going to have one, I'm going to factor in about an hour's extra exercise at least. So I'll have to think about that. Okay, so exercise this week, I actually did 2 extra, not massively long walks. They were about 3 kilometres each, but it did take us about an hour because we took all 3 dogs, and it's only a walk that we do in the winter because there's a lot of snakes in the summer. So we took them down by the creek and the dogs ran in the mud and the water, and it takes a while to get around there, even though it's only 3Ks. The dogs are pretty slow. So that still made me hot and sweaty. If you saw my blog or my Instagram, I've popped a picture on there where I'm all red and sweaty. So I did do that twice. I did have an off day. I've been remembering to eat my food. I did much better this week, but I had an almost cold. So I had a runny nose on Friday. I was starting to feel a bit Saturday I spent the whole day in bed pretty much, and I didn't eat most of my Saturday's food purely because I was sick and shivering. It wasn't like a full cold, it was just like a couple of days where I thought, oh God, I'm going to get sick. And I felt really, really bad on Saturday, so I was shivering and just But then Sunday morning I woke up and I still felt rough, but I didn't feel so bad. So it was just like an almost cold, and then it went away. So that did throw me a little bit though. So that's the only reason I didn't eat all the food this week. I still struggled. I was still finding it was an enormous amount of food. And the only other thing I forgot to eat, we've got these new little boysenberry sundaes. They're like the butterscotch sundaes that I've shown on my blog and my Instagram. And I was dying to have this ice cream, and then I completely forgot to have it, so it's still in the freezer. So I haven't had it's a brand new flavour as well, so I haven't seen what that's like yet because I forgot. In terms of food, the menu is a 4-week menu. So once you've done your 4 weeks, you then go on to the beginning of the 4 weeks again. So you just sort of redo it. And you can, as I've said before, you can get rid of the things that you don't like and replace them for something else in that category. So I did that with just a couple of things today that sort of like mushroomy type things, I think, and things that I don't eat. So it was only a couple of things that I changed. I talked to Tammy, had a good chat with Tammy. I just said I haven't been feeling particularly well, but I tried to eat more food. I'm feeling really tired, but that is because of my thyroid, I suspect, and I still haven't made an appointment at the doctor, so I've got to do that. I'm particular about what doctor I do see. There's one that I prefer over the others, and so does everybody else, so it's hard to get an appointment. But I will do that because I'm still feeling really sluggish. Although I did actually say to Tammy today, I'm sorry, and if you don't know who Tammy is, that is my Jenny Craig consultant. And I did say to her today, the 2 days extra exercise that I did where I got out of the house and exercised, I actually felt better afterwards. I did feel like I had more energy after the 2 lots of walks that we did. I seem to be able to stay awake and really alert for a lot longer, and I don't normally do that. By now, what time is it today? It is 1:10 in the afternoon, and I'm really lagging. I'm so tired, my eyes are dry. I just want to go to bed, basically, which is really bad. I'm perky and I'm chirpy and everything, but I'm that tired that I want to go to sleep. And it really isn't anything to do with the diet. I really do think this is my thyroid. And I did mention this in my last video, and so many of you commented. I got personal messages and I got comments on the video saying get my B12 checked, my vitamin D, iron levels. Now, iron levels I do need to get checked. Vitamin D I need to get double checked, but my B12, I think I did mention I have injections every 3 months, so that is practically non-existent. But thank you guys. If you know anything else that can perk me up, let me know. It's really nice when you do comment. So skincare wise, my skincare regime really hasn't changed a whole lot. I've thrown in a few different products because I do trial a few skincare bits and bobs when they get sent to me, but I'm noticing my skin is really dehydrated, and I don't know whether it's gone from, because of the weather's gone from like 35-40 degree days right the way down to today. It's probably realistically now maybe 17 or 18. So we've had a massive change in the weather, but because I wasn't feeling well Friday, Saturday and a little bit of Sunday, I'm feeling just tired. I mean, my eyes are dry, my skin's dry, so I'll just put that down to not feeling the best. Clothing wise, I haven't bought any more new clothes since I bought the tops and had to take them back and get a smaller size. But I did put on a pair of jeans. We went out on Sunday night, and I'd had a pair of jeans that I'd put away, and I bought them maybe 2 months ago, and they're skinny jeans, and I don't feel uncomfortable wearing them because my legs are quite I'm quite tall and my legs are quite proportioned, and I haven't got too much like scary stuff sticking out of my legs, so I don't feel too bad wearing them, but they were too big. So they fitted fine on my legs, but around the waist, I could literally take them off without undoing them. And it's probably realistically because they're super stretchy, so I ended up having to wear a belt, and I don't really like wearing belts, but they were, yeah, I was a bit annoyed, to be honest. I know I shouldn't be, because it's like, yeah, you've lost weight and no, it doesn't fit you anymore, but I hadn't actually worn them, so the first time I wore them, I had to put the belt on, so they're not going to fit for much longer. Tops, this is huge. This top, it looks all right from the top, but when I stand up, there's a lot of room in it. Most of my things are quite baggy now, and I'm still not comfortable enough to wear some of the smaller clothes that I've got put away for that day when I might be thin. But I'm getting there. I feel much better. I'm feeling more positive than I have in the last couple of weeks, because I've had a bit of a Debbie Downer the last couple of weeks, as you would know if you follow me. I'm just trying to think of anything else. Oh, weight loss. That always helps, doesn't it? Didn't lose too much weight this week, but I did lose 500 grams. So I've lost half a kilo, which I'm told is a good, acceptable weight, but I've been losing bigger numbers. So I was sort of thinking, it's probably that blooming chocolate cake they ate. So no, I'm not too, I mean, I can't expect to lose it. I mean, there's going to be some weeks where I could potentially put weight on, which is going to be like, oh my God, if I actually do that. But so 500 grams, I'll pop that along the screen and what that is in pounds. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I really do. I'll have a blog post. I'm going to try and get my husband to take some still photos of me so that you can see. I might actually try some of those new tops on, and maybe the skinny jeans, so you can see. And then I'll pop the photo, the original photo that Tammy took of me at Jenny Craig, where I'm holding up the sign that says the beginning, and I'll pop that next to each other so you can see the difference, basically. So I will do that on my blog. So I try and do a blog post once a week at least, and occasionally there's, if I get the urge, hopefully there will be some more as I go along. I really think that's all. I really want to keep this quick because he's drilling next door and I can hear it, so hopefully you can't. But I might just leave it here, guys. If I think of anything else, I might do some extra videos or extra blog posts if I remember anything. Now, the other thing I was going to say just before I go, if you're noticing I'm not putting up food photos on my blog, mainly because, as I said, the food rotates, so I'll just be taking photos of stuff that you've already seen. So if I do something drastically different or it looks completely different, and I'll still add photos, but so far it's been pretty much the same. And the other thing I really need to do is change the vegetables that I eat, because I tend to have the same things. I have cauliflower, broccoli, and green beans, and I have the same thing pretty much with every meal. So I need to be a bit more adventurous and change my vegetables. So I will try and do that. And I'm going to leave it there, guys. So if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you've got any comments or questions for me, pop them in the comments bar. If you've got any tips or tricks or ideas that might give me some more energy, anything from your experiences losing weight, I love to hear. pop them in the comments bar and I will get back to you. I'll pop the links to Jenny Craig in the description bar if you want to go and check them out. And if you haven't subscribed, guys, please hit that button. All of my social media links are also in the description bar. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.